Hi everyone, my name is Heather and I'm the person behind happypuppytruffles. Today I wanted to share with you guys the printable that I made for the traditional iris, and I went ahead and made two different versions of it in terms of the origami, one that's for the four-petaled version, and then one that's for the three-petaled version. And there's a total of 3 different color variations. This is a traditional Japanese iris, and so they tend to be normally purple or bluish purple in tone. Sometimes they're a little lighter in a lavender color, but this is the normal kind of way that they look. So kind of a nice little different color combination. If you want to do like a bouquet or something, you can kind of print a few of each, put them all together to make something kind of cool. These are really beautiful flowers. They make great kusarama, as I've shown you guys. They make great bouquets. They have a nice base here that you can connect nicely if you're putting some kind of silk flowery materials like for stems and tapes and things like that to kind of wrap them off. So lots of things you can do with them for sure. But yeah, so they're available on my website for free. You just go there, download them. You get a PDF file that you can download and print and make as many copies as you need at home to do the projects that you might have in mind. So there's, like I said, the square one is the 4-petaled one. The triangle one is the 3-petaled one. And the process of folding these, I don't want to go through the entire thing here, but I don't want to make you guys have to watch the other video too. I don't know what's easier. But basically what you do is you start off here with the color side facing down. You're going to get everything into a square base here. So we'll just fold, open it up, and fold the other way too. And if you do want to check out the original tutorial for this video, for the for the 4-petaled one and the 3-petaled one, I'll have that in the description. If I'm going too fast, I'll skip over some parts that are repetitive here. So if you do want to just slow down and go through the tutorial again, I'll have those links in the description for you guys. But just open this up into a square base, and then with all those little flaps open on top, you want to make sure you can take things here and open up this pocket and push down so that this opens up. And you want to line that edge right even with the center that's inside here that you can see from these two edges. So you get that lined up and then smooth it out. And then just do this for all 4 sides. So when you're done doing all 4 sides, you should have something that looks like this. And I want to actually fold one of these flaps over, so I'm looking at the part that has that little flap in the white triangle, so you want to make sure you've got that on both sides. And we're just going to take each of these here and fold that top edge right into the center as much as you can. Do the other side too. These don't come exactly together. That's okay. They're not supposed to. Open things up. Take that little flap there and create a new crease that goes between right where that crease and this crease hit the edge. So you can kind of start things a little by just pulling down on it, and then giving this a chance to smooth out. You really want to try to get this to lay as flat as you can with as little, white showing here as you possibly can. It's going to show up no matter what you do. It's pretty hard to get it near perfect. So, but you've got that little part there, and then you can just fold that part up when you're done. And I'll just repeat those steps for the other remaining 3 sides. So when you're finished, you should have something that kind of looks like this. And you just want to make sure, of course, that this flap that we just folded is all up for all 4 of the sides here. So just double check that to make sure that that's been done for all 4 sides. Then I'm going to take one of these flaps and fold it over so we get this nice smooth diamond area. Flip it over, do the same thing on the other side too. We're going to take the bottom layer now and fold in. So this is creating the thinner kind of base that you see for the flower. And we'll just make 2 folds here. We'll fold one side and then the other. And then you'll repeat this step for the other 3 sides. So when you're finished, you should have something that looks like this. And then we're going to take each of these flaps and fold them down. And you should get the nice little merging of the little yellow area there in the center. And then on these other ones here, you just kind of open things up a little bit in your hands as you do this and fold it down and kind of leave things open. And then these other sides you can pop out again so that you can get a nice 3D flower that looks something like this. And of course it's up to you guys if you want to curl the petals or not. You can use something small like an orange stick, or something bigger like a nice round ball pen or something. I think sometimes, let's see here, this orange stick might make it just a little too curly. I mean, depends on your preference, I suppose, of how curly you want these to be, but you can go ahead and kind of curl that off or leave it pointy too. Either way looks really cool. So, but it's just a kind of fun little extra you can add to do with these. And in the end, you should be able to get a nice little iris. It looks something like this. And I'll go ahead and show you guys really quick here too how to do now if you're doing the triangular version. What you want to do with this is, starting with the color side facing down, I'm going to fold my paper in half to create these little triangles here with the crease going right up into that top part. We're going to make 3 folds so that we do this, basically we fold all 3 ways, giving us a nice little intersection of stuff here. So you can kind of start things off. I like to get that top one done first so that it's nice and clean point at the top, and then come around here. So you get something like this. And then really it doesn't matter with these because they all wind up getting folded up. Any of these places, just kind of hold it like this and pull in. Let that top part stick up and then just push it from to the right and also to the left. And then we're going to take that little flap and open it up like we did with the other kind and just push it straight down. It's a little hard to tell if it's centered or not, so what you can do is flip it over and make sure that this center crease that you see here lines up and continues into the center crease of everything behind. And then I could take this little guy and open it up, and now you can use the other petal as a guide as you do this to make sure everything gets kind of smushed down right. Open that over and then take this part too. And in the end, you should have something like this. Now, depending on where you fold over, you want to get to the part where you can see the white area there. And it's nice to kind of have the piece balanced. It just makes folding a little easier. But now we're going to do that same kind of fold. We're going to fold here at the top. Now, the petals on this particular one are longer than on the 4-petaled one. So you'll notice this fold creates a much longer area here. I'll do this one too. We're still just using the same techniques, folding both of these over, opening things up, taking this little pocket area, opening it up until I can get a crease that goes between those two, smushing this down and out, and try to just get it as lined up and centered as you can to try to get it with as minimal amount of white in the middle there as possible. And then just take that tip and fold it straight up. And then I'll just repeat it for the other 2 sides. And you can see as you do this, if you want to kind of adjust the folds so that you try to get as balanced of a space as you can, that can help with the folding a little bit, you know. But we'll just repeat these steps 2 more times until we can finish this off. So when you're finished, you should have something that looks like this. Make sure again that this little flap is pointing up, covering up the yellow, and it should be in 3 different places that it's doing that. And then you want to actually open things up so that you can look at the nice smooth little area there again. And this time we're folding the bottom part over, and again it's kind of the reverse of the other flower. This part is a lot smaller than it is on the other 4-petaled flower. The base of the flower is smaller, and that's how you can have longer petals. You just get this little bit folded over, and you just do that for the other 2 sides too. So it's just a quick fold of these sides in, creating that body that's a little narrower. And you just make sure you're open up to where that is so that you can get it folded over. There's some parts here where it's a little unbalanced because there's more sides folded on one than the other, and that's okay. Just kind of work carefully as you do it. And then same process, take this and fold it out, and fold this one out, and then the last one too. And that gives you the 3 petals for this particular flower as well. And again, if you want, you can curl these over. And I've got the 3 different colors to choose from here, and the 2 different variations depending on the kind of style of color and what kind. If you want the flower to have 3 or 4, if you like folding the 3-petal better, or if you like folding the 4-petal better. kind of just up to you guys of which one you prefer. But just a kind of fun, definitely springtimey kind of flower for now. And I'll have a lot more fun kinds of, printables and projects and things to share with you guys here in the days to come. And check out for these, of course, again on my webpage. There's a link throughout the description and stuff and in the video too. Thanks again always, you guys, so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!